Merry Christmas and welcome to Summiteer Live. So, appreciate everybody stopping by today. We know it's a busy little time before the end of the holidays, or before the holidays are here. Not really end yet, but anyways, thank you all for joining today. Let's get into the slideshow, see what we got going on. So, maybe. There we go. Weekly event review. We're going to talk about the
I think that every week.
October picture from 2 years ago. Yeah.
The Rito glassware tasting.
Oh my gosh.
Did anyone come to this?
Wow.
Yep.
What did you think?
I loved it. It was great. You know what I loved the best about it is I love the Pinot Noir, and I didn't realize it has its own glass.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, exactly.
I've done the class many times. We've done it here many times.
There you are.
And oh yeah, Stephanie's right there. And it's always a fun class because it just blows your mind. Like you really just don't understand how big of a difference the glassware makes, how they focus it. I love having staff. We had a couple team members do the tasting as well because it really does open your mind. Even Catherine, the wine steward, was just like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize the amount of impact that has. And I sent this picture to Jeff. This is one of our wine representatives. I was like, this is a great picture of you, by the way. Like, I sent that to him. I said, you look good right there. So,
but that's the Mamba, isn't it?
Yep, that's the Mamba wine decanter there. And then, as you can see, it's very scripted. You have to pour stuff at certain times and taste at certain times. But it's set up classroom style, so everyone is focused up front. Our banquet captain, Michael's in the back, which is great. But as you can tell, everybody's having a good time. No one's smiling in this picture, but I promise you, they all were having a good time. Not a single smile in this. It was afterwards. In this entire picture, not a single smile.
Smiles all around.
Tons of smiles here, but it's so Jason, the wine is kicked in at this point. That's for sure.
Is this the new Tupperware for seniors? Is that what?
That's right. That's right.
It's way too breakable.
It's way too big. It's the red solo cup here of seniors here. Yeah, it's pretty intense. And you do get a full package. So what's really cool about this event, you get a full box of all 4 glasses of the wine, the tasting mats. You get to taste the wines. You get tasting sheets. You also get these little pamphlets that shows you the hundreds of different varieties of glassware that they offer. You get a little information packet too. So it's a full-on kit that you get. So really nice. We had a really good time. We had 60, I think 58 or something like that attended. So it was really, really well attended.
There are different beers.
They do. Rito doesn't do a beer tasting structured like this for that.
But that doesn't mean we couldn't.
But that doesn't mean we couldn't. They used to do a Coca-Cola one, which was amazing. I don't drink soda, but it blew my mind on the.
Yeah, we want that.
Yeah, they're. It's no joke when you drink the Coca-Cola out of it.
Two votes for that.
Huh?
2 votes for that one.
2 votes for that one. I'll see if I can get that one back. They were saying they're not doing it anymore, but I'll get the glassware.
Get Christopher.
January now available for One Day University.
Yes, it is. So January, they posted their classes, and I picked some. So there's some great options up there. There's a news post on MTL. And then coming up this week on the 22nd, we have Brown versus Board of Education, the Supreme Court decision that changed, I should say American, not American. That's a typo, sorry. And on the 23rd, Poetry 101, Great, Good, Bad, and the Terrible.
Once we get
Are those pictures of the... Oh, never mind. I'll move on. Anyways, member-led clubs, upcoming clubs with the... Finished up December here.
Yep, so we have Bridge Club, which will be meeting on the 21st at 12 p.m. in 4 suits. We have Rummy Cube, which is meeting the 22nd at 6 p.m. in 4 suits. And Intermediate Ceramics on the 23rd at 5:30 in Flow. And Mel will be doing a new round of Beginner Ceramic series in January. His first class is sold out. But what we do is we use the wait list, and then he uses that as his registration, if you will, or interest level for doing a second series. So if you are interested in beginning ceramics, but it's sold out for the intro meeting, please get on that wait list. And then what I do is I contact you and I say, hey, we'll start another one in March. If you're interested, you'll be the first to know. And then that's how we gauge how often we do the beginner ceramics.
At the Amateur Radio Club this week, I made a demonstration and popped a circuit breaker, so you can be proud.
Oh, really? Hey, there you go. Great. Upcoming events. We've still got a bunch going on to finish up December here. A couple of cooking university classes.
And Ugly Sweater Walk on Thursday evening. I'm excited about that one. I have to find my ugly sweater from last year. I think I put it in a box that I didn't unpack and then put it up in
when you were like
I was waiting for that comment. The 30th, we have Lodge 101. This is the Lodge's new member orientation. It's been rebranded to Lodge 101. So it's great for new members who've been here for a while. Great opportunity to come and meet new members as well. So that will be on the 30th. New Year's Eve, we have our big New Year's Eve bash. And then on January 4th, we have National Trivia Day, which we are doing trivia and tacos, and it's going to be fun. We're going to be in the Mantle and Hudson's. I'm going to be kind of wandering around playing host with the microphone, so if you think this is fun, just wait till I'm hyped up on all-day caffeine and then doing this one. So that'll be fun.
It's really.
I had to check my phone because I just got an email this morning that the mice guys have just sold their home, I guess. So they just flagged it, and I was like, oh, I got to check into that. So they're actually going to be staying with us for a little bit longer. But this was actually Jingle and Mingle, right? Mm-hmm. This looks like Jingle and Mingle, so really great. Is there a New Year's Eve slide on here? There's not, right?
Yeah.
So just kind of a reminder with New Year's Eve, because I fielded a bunch of questions about this. We are not requiring vaccinations nor a negative COVID test. We are following what the guidelines do state for Washington State. So we are making sure to follow those, but we are not requiring that type of stuff. I know some members have been asking about that. And then also dress code has been a bit popular question we fielded as well. So
I'm talking about dress code.
Yeah, let's go on.
Please wear clothes.
Yeah, please wear clothes.
Optional. We put that as optional.
That's
End of December, you know.
Yeah, I'll be wearing my sweats and my Uggs. No, so for New Year's Eve, I've only been here for one true New Year's Eve bash, but I was just so impressed by the glitz and glamour that came in the building. That's not to say you have to put on your tux and your white gloves or whatever you have, but it's just a fun opportunity to kind of get out your sparkles, get out your nice shirts, your fun ties, your shiny shoes. Fun time to come out and do that. And like we mentioned, the indicator, our necklaces are on their way. They should be here this week. I got shipping confirmation. That's what we're using for the expedited entry process. So those will be coming in, and then I'll be putting up a news post when they've arrived so you can come pick them up from the concierge desk. So then that way you don't have to be in your glitz and glamour outside in the rain while we're trying to check everyone in. You can just say, oh, here's my necklace. I'm coming in and I'm partying. So
nice. And we've a couple members have unregistered, so our count's really gone down a bit. So keep in mind, our goal is to do about 300. Right now, we're at about 230. So if you have friends that had said, oh, and I checked, it was sold out or something, definitely have them register now. We still have availability to do that. So they still got time. And then National Trivia Day, going to be pretty fun. Did we sell out of it, though?
Yeah. I opened up more tickets because I opened up Hudson's.
And that's sold out already? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, no, I didn't check the store.
Okay. So anyways, moving on. We've got new series. So with the wine steward, Catherine, we've really got a nice structure, monthly structure that we're going to have. First Thursday of the month is going to be our wine tastings. Second Thursday of the month will be our grapes and grub, which is our family style wine dinner, casual wine dinner. Third Thursday will be our more formal wine dinners. We'll have those here in Hudson's. And then the last Thursday, or the fourth Thursday of the month, we're going to have wine universities, which are more of a similar to a wine tasting, but more educational focus. So first wine tasting is going to be more socializing, And then last wine tasting of the month, which is Wine University, will be more of the educational slideshow presentation, stuff like that. So excited to get that going. Her and I were coming up with ideas for the future months and stuff like that. Gonna be a lot of fun to have her take that on.
And she's really excited about it too. So it's always really fun to be able to come to something where the person's authentically like really into what they're talking about. And I can tell you, she's ecstatic about this. This was an idea she came to us with, and I'm really excited about it because I know there's a lot of members who appreciate having more of a educational tasting.
Woo, look at that wind. Holy cow.
Don't blow away.
We got a typo on this slide, just so you know.
Where?
Yeah.
I'm all, yeah, just to see it up there.
All hit central
He
services.
criticizes you in front of your.
Not only that, but
All
while
the time.
recording too. So it's called 100% accountability. That's what we talk about.
It's preserved forever.
Blue Star 10. So number 3 for us. Anyways, beginning January 5th, at the success and the comments from this group right in here, we're going to be doing our Summiteer Live evening edition. So we're going to start that in January. So every other Wednesday at 4:00 in Hawks Nest, we'll do a Summiteer Live, very similar to this one. Very well scripted, well practiced and rehearsed.
They have no idea what they're getting.
And so we're going to do it on Wednesdays at 4:00. We're somewhat timed with happier hour, so that might have been really stupid. That might have been really fun. I don't know. We're going to see. We'll get get that liquids flowing. I don't know what we're going to get.
That's why we did it at 4 p.m. and not 8
We
p.m.
did it earlier, I guess. So, but it is, our goal is communication, and as everyone in this room knows, we do talk about a lot of stuff that's upcoming in the club. We also talk a lot about current events in the club. We also talk about current questions that are in the community and ideas or thoughts that other members have. And so it's a good resource for us. We've made a lot of change because of the group in this Summiteer Live that helps us, get a pulse on everything. So we just want to continue that same mentality. So we're going to offer it Wednesday night as well, and hope to keep spreading. This is going to sound weird, but we hope to keep spreading the good word, right? There's a lot of fun stuff the club does. There's a lot of cool things we do. And there's a lot of reasons why we do things that we talk about during this meeting. So we hope to keep that going on Wednesday as well.
And
So,
Neil, I think you had a question?
Yeah, I actually have two. One, is this Summiteer Live, does that replace Saturday morning? And secondly, what's the difference between this and Saturday morning?
Great question. It's exactly the same.
different jokes, though. Different jokes.
Yeah, so then you come back because then you get hired Paula at the end of the day, which is like a completely different experience than caffeinated Paula in the morning. So that might be fun. But the goal is really to try and hit a different demographic of the club who's here in the evening. So it's going to be the same slideshow that we do at both. It's just at a different time of day. So we're just trying to capture more ears and get information out as much as possible.
So what is Havoc going to do without Costello when Costello goes on maternity leave?
Cry in the corner.
Club shut down. That's what it is.
No, I mean, are you going to get another sidekick?
I'm working on a co-host. Yes.
I can never be replaced, Ginger.
We're working on another co-anchor, and you may see that sprinkled in this event.
There's going to be some serious fielding questions, lots of snark rating,
Yeah.
and
We have to see if they can handle it.
how's your banter? Do you take things personally?
It may even be a rotating group. But yeah, no, I definitely.
Or I might just
Can't
jump
do it.
on.
Okay, deal. We'll do that then.
I'll just be like, hey guys,
With a
here's the
baby
baby.
crying in the background.
Yeah, exactly. You'll get my dog and the baby and me exhausted. It'll be
Hey,
even more
that's
fun than it is now.
Should be a blast.
Never at all.
Mhm.
Should be.
We'll go through that. Perfect.
So anyways, it'll be really nice to offer that. We've talked about that for a while, actually, probably a year or two. And so COVID kind of put a hinder on that. And then we just wanted to kind of get this started. So once again, our goal is to really have, 50 plus people come to this event on Saturday morning and 50 plus people come to the one on Wednesday, because there's just lots of good information and lots of opportunities to ask questions. So we'll see how that goes. We may make a change if that's timed with happy hour and the cocktails influence questions, but we'll see how it goes first. I'm willing to stand up here and take it. So, relax, renew, refresh with Elise in the back there.
Elise, do you want to talk about this really quick? Sorry to put you on the spot.
Yeah, so there's two Wednesdays, I believe.
Yep.
From 3:30 to 6:30. And, I put together, I just know that one of the things that we're lacking here at the club is a little bit of health and health sort of, personal type of focus on ourselves individually. And so anyway, I put together a 60-minute sort of, it's all clothed type of treatment, hand, full arm and hand massage, neck and head and feet. And then also a real nice paraffin hand treatment. So anyway, yeah. So it looks like the first one, the 12th, is all booked up. There's somebody on the wait list, and so there's still 3 openings for the 19th. So
And
we'll see maybe one of you there.
Yeah, we did something similar in August, and it sold out, and we got great feedback from it. Elise has her own business when she's not in the beautiful club, and so we're excited. And then she's also going to be starting a kind of a self-care esthetician-ish series for February, March, and April. So that will be fun too. So that's not quite up yet, but it will be coming up in January. So thank you, Elise.
Yeah.
General manager update. So getting into my notes here, I did have a couple things to quickly talk about. One is be careful walking out there today. The wind is pretty nasty.
It's impressive.
I'm watching the swan now do like barrel rolls. So yes, those are fake swans.
So no one call PETA. Everything's
no one-
fine.
No one call anybody. They'll be okay. But we did have our gate door to the kitchen area right here just blow off the hinge. And so we're working on cleaning that up right now, but it did make quite an impact over there. So the creek is off too because we had the power went out this morning. I don't know.
Yeah.
A little bit. So so we're kind of still getting everything turned on and fired up. It takes a little while. Oh yeah, you pop the whole circuit for the whole community. Thank you. For those that didn't know, we did send out an email talking about member surveys. I think I sent it on Monday, so make sure to kind of check that out. We had great response. We had about 37% of our members respond, which is kind of right in the middle of the pack with most of the clubs. So that was really good.
Oh my God, literally is doing barrel rolls.
I know,
I
it's
got
like-
very distracted, and it's like literally just did a full somersault in the water.
It's it's having fun out there.
Sorry, go ahead, squirrel.
So anyways, we did send that. We do read all those. We do look at all those scores. We look at all the comments. And it was really nice. Granted, yeah, the scores made us last in the company in every category, which was a bit frustrating.
But you can only go up from there.
You can know most improved coming up. Right? Set the bar down here, and then we're gonna kill it up here. So it's understandable given the environment that we have with the pandemic going on. Washington was a lot more susceptible to tighter restrictions and longer use of masks and capacity limits and things like that. So it's understandable given the current climate. But we do take all those comments and do utilize those scores. We talk about them in our manager meetings. We use them in our planning meetings. And we make change for next year. So it is really good comments. And like I said, the scores reflect a really poor situation. But the comments were very helpful to help us move forward to it. So just, for future survey, remember, it's just about Blue Star. You don't have to put anything much about your home and how your home was built or anything like that. And once again, just constructive criticism. So it was really good. Like I said, grand scheme of things, it worked out really well. And you're going to continue to see changes, new things added as we would do anyways. But maybe some that are more focused that are direct result of the survey. So, and there's also some misinformation that members have, and so that email is a good way to reference on here's what's actually going on, or here's the real reason we're doing things or doing this or that. So those frequently asked questions that we put on there hopefully are help kind of clear up some of the information that's out there. So make sure to check that out. I am also working on the financial review for the club. So just as I've sent the last couple of years, kind of an end of the year summary. So that's coming through here in the next week or two. We're kind of finishing that up, waiting to see kind of what the final numbers are going to be. Club did, fairly well, even though we did have, we were closed, or closed as in the mantle was heavily restricted for the first 7 months of the year. So the team's done a really good job of being aggressive in their selling of the facility, whether that be through member events, new fitness classes, private events, and really operating to try and increase and get caught up from missing on the first half of the year. So we recovered pretty well. The big challenge is labor, which we were short-staffed, but yet you're going to see a significant increase in payroll. And we had a bunch of stuff that in the club that ended up, needing, maintenance and overhauls and replacements. So big change in maintenance costs there. Also keep in mind that when you're going to look at the numbers, you're going to see 2020 and you're going to see 2021. So keep in mind, 2020, we were obviously extremely reduced in our operation. So because there's maybe a great difference between 20 to 21 doesn't necessarily mean a great difference overall. It just means from a really tough COVID year to a minor COVID year, I guess you'd call that this year minor. And so there are going to be some great differences. But overall, club did really well. The team did really well to be financially smart given the situations that we were in. And you'll see all that information here pretty quick. So, and then we're really excited. We're keep emails close because we're going to be making some changes for January in the mantle. Probably trying to shake off some of the restrictions on reservations, bringing happier hour back on a consistent basis. We've got a couple porters that hopefully get hired next week and get trained up in the next few weeks, maybe mid-January. So we'll be able to kind of shake the evening cleaning company that we have, which then will allow us to maybe be open more, either later or on different days, which is really exciting. Kitchen needs about 1 or 2 more cooks, and then we'll be able to bring back lunch, but we're getting really close to that. So some really exciting, we're heading in the right direction for in 2022. We're real close, but mantle staff, front of the house staff, servers, server assistants, bartenders, managers, all a really good team right now. All have done a really good job. Still are training. They're only in week 2, 3, or 4 for some of them. So they're going to continue to need some time and some grace period with that. But everything's looking really good for them. So we're super excited that they're helping out and doing a really good job. It's going to allow us to be bigger and better over the next few months. So I know just this week alone, where we really opened up reservations, we had 100 and nearly 150 on Wednesday with happier hour and having the full restaurant open. Thursday was another busy night with about 100. Last night was a little bit slower, but I think there was other member parties going on throughout the community, but I think we still did 80, 90 people. So it's still a really good night. So really excited. We got a lot of good stuff coming. It's going to be busy. Really, this is our go time right now for the group. So it's really just go. We got to survive all the way till the end of New Year's Eve this year, since we got parties even after Christmas this year. So if I can make it to January 1, then it'll be a success. So, but we are really excited and really excited to be nearing the end. So
Trina said you had events every night till Christmas till Eve.
and sometimes 2. Thursday was a really great night for those that came on Thursday. We had a private event in Hawks Nest. We also did wine dinner in here, and then we also had a busy restaurant right? And no one was running around with a chicken with their head cut off. Like the staff was all really, we just had enough staff to be able to handle it. So, and luckily Dino was a little short-handed, so Rob, the new food and beverage manager, jumped in the kitchen and helped them out for about 4 or 5 hours to help them get prepped and set up and ready to go. It was really good team effort. Been a really good team effort this week. Today we've got a caterer that Trina's loading up right now. We got another party this evening in Hawks Nest, and then a busy restaurant night. Tomorrow we've got Santa brunch. There's 180 coming for that, almost 190 coming for that. Tuesday, Wednesday, we've got cooking universities both days, but then we have a holiday party Tuesday night. And then the day after Christmas, we got a family party for 40 or so on Sunday. So another party on Tuesday.
And it's all members and their families, which is cool.
Yeah.
That's part of what I love about the lodge is this is like an extension of your home. And so for a lot of these members, they're having holiday parties here in Hawks Nest because they don't necessarily want to host 30 people in their home, and so they've been coming here. So that's been really nice, and it's also just kind of fun to see how proud members are to show off the club and for us to get to meet their family and their grandkids and everyone. So a lot of the events are member events, which has been really fun and great. Yes?
Oh, that's really interesting. So you can actually rent the space, and then how does the food work then?
Yep, great question. So it's considered a private event. And so as a member, you have a lower food and beverage minimum than an outsider, if you will, would. But it's all under contract. And so our team works with you to build a menu. So it's not the mantle menu. It's not ordering when you get here. It's all done ahead of time. And you can choose if you want to have beverage service or kind of whatever your vision for it is, and then we'll work with you to make it come to life.
Okay, great.
Yeah. If you want to learn more, feel free to email me.
And we've also got some members last week and this week that are picking up food to do their own parties at their own house, and so they picked up large platters of food. We've got caterers on New Year's Eve that people are doing parties before New Year's Eve, so they're having food there. So we can do a wide range of things. So
And
pretty
I've
excited.
seen some of the platters you guys have put together, and they're fabulous.
Thank you.
And I've seen the spread in Hawks Nest when you've had private events, and it looks really good.
Thank you. Yes. The addition of the cover for the billiards table has been amazing
Nice
for
serving
events because it's a beautiful place to kind of spread food out and get to play with elevation, things like that make my catering nerd heart really happy. Being able to like design spreads, if you will. So that's been really fun.
So say thanks to Dave.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, of course.
So be sure to tell your husband thank you because it makes my heart very excited.
Well, I'm just glad you're using it.
Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, we use it probably more than the pool table people like. Yeah, and the porter team who has to take it off and lug it off site to go hide it and then bring it back the next day. It's a bit of pain, but
We're saving on the gym membership.
we've used it a lot, just to put it mildly. So
Elise, do you have a question?
Oh, yeah, just a comment. So I'm not a member of Trilogy, but I live in Tamale, and before COVID, I actually rented this room for a birthday party, and it was really awesome. And Dino did a demonstration as part of the package that I had. It was just after Christmas, and it was just really awesome. So I think this room fits 30 for those smaller parties. So, you know, you can do small crowds too, which is nice to know.
I keep hearing the wind. I keep waiting to hear something go ding, ding, ding.
I know.
Scared me.
This like bench or whatever is right above me.
Maybe that's what I keep hearing.
It's like I don't know what it is. Something's happening up there. It
Oh, we have more slides. Sorry. I thought that was the last slide. I thought that was the last slide. My fault.
So just a quick reminder about our
We're
holiday
closed.
hours. We're closed.
Next.
We're done. So on the 24th, the lodge, so the pool, base camp, select member-led clubs, it will be available from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. The mantle is closed. The 25th, the lodge and the mantle are both closed. On December 31st, the lodge will be available from 6 to 3. And the mantle is closed. We will shut down at 3 because for New Year's Eve, it's a complete lodge event. So we need to shut everything down so we can bring in all our stuff. We have an ice luge. I have a huge balloon install coming in. There's a DJ, professional photo booth, lots of magic that has to come in and happen. And then January 1st, the lodge and the mantle will be closed. And then,
And then we're
sit down.
taking vacation until Paula gets back. So
Yeah,
we'll be back
and
in
then
May.
we'll see you
So
guys
get it all in now. You'll see me back in May. Yeah, so exciting and glad we're able to celebrate. Oh, that's the last slide. Okay, there we go. So, any other questions out there?
Is your baby shower registered event?
No,
Okay.
it's not. I felt kind
For
of.
all 3 people? No, yeah, no need to register for it. Ron, yeah.
Do you foresee being open on Monday? Is that like in your long range plans?
It is in a long range plan. Yeah, it's probably the very last thing that we'll be able to get to, though. Yeah, we're it's on the plan. It's such a good day for us to really get caught up on stuff. Whether that's, I mean, to be able to shut down the club, to polish the floors, or do some major, like we had to close the entrance when we had the heaters and installed and stuff like that. It's a really good maintenance day for us,
Especially for 2 tides.
especially for 2 tides. But we do know that we want to be open and we want to have lap swimming available. We want to do fitness classes on Mondays. So
There's a lot of member
we're working.
clubs.
A lot of member clubs. So we are working towards getting there. It's just we're trying to get to Tuesdays and get lunches and weekends and all that kind of stuff first. Thanks, Jeff. Yep, it's definitely on there.
Has anybody agitated for Pinochle?
Pinochle. Pinochle used to be a member-led club, and then the person who did it,
Is that Terry?
yeah, stepped
Maybe somebody-
down.
We need a new leader. Are you volunteering, Roger?
You like to have somebody that knows how to play.
Yeah, if anyone's interested in kind of getting that one back up, it's still saved on the back end of MTL, but I just can't do anything without a leader. So if anyone's very passionate about Pinochle,
Well, especially since we had like 3 different groups of Pinochle. 5-hand Pinochle.
I think a lot of them are going on in people's homes.
Yeah.
that's what I was going to say. I know there's a lot of groups who are meeting at people's homes. Same with like Bunko. I know there's a Bunko group. And
We just bought new card tables too. So
yeah, we got card tables.
we have official card tables now. Like, yeah, real card tables.
Just waiting to be used.
Just wait. As soon as we got them, everyone left. So bad timing. But yeah, we have them. And actually, the poker club, we just got a new poker table too. So
Hey, how much?
yeah, that's exciting. So we got a new 8-foot poker table. It's pretty cool. I don't even think they'd used it yet.
They did. They used it last week.
Saturday.
Yeah.
So,
Because Doug was like, "Where does this go? Is this
Oh,
ours?
yeah.
Whose is this?" I was like, "It belongs to the lodge."
That's right.
It's ours.
That's right. Other questions out there? No? All right, everyone. Thank you all very much.
There you go.
you.
It's very blustery.
It is nasty out there. Yes. Yes.
My wife and I were out reading the paper the other day, and
Okay.
Todd came by, and we were chatting with Todd about how much fun it was going to be on the,